9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Champions! Wrexham are promoted. They have their storybook ending.
You can walk through the fire. You can walk through the fire. When it's down to the wire. You can walk through the fire.
Howdy, y'all. Sorry about that. Welcome to the Wrexham Texan. It's not that big of a week, so I'm not going to talk about too much today. It'll be a much shorter episode. Before we get to any of that, before we get to the game from Tuesday, sorry, let me readjust my headphone cable there. I'm having to hold my mic right now because my mic stand broke. So if you hear a little bit of extra like that, that's why. Apologies. All right, let me turn me down a little bit because I don't want to blast y'all out. All right, welcome to the show. My name is Jake Green, and I'm a passionate Wrexham supporter based out of Atlanta, moving to Montana. And yeah, I got hooked on the documentary, and now I'm just obsessed with the team. I'm just obsessed. I have way too many jerseys, way too many shirts, way too many things for Wrexham, for being a fan for such a short amount of time. But before we get started with reviewing the game, y'all go over to PeacefulSea.network. You can, starting tomorrow, October 14th, Monday, October 14th, about noon Eastern time, we're launching the Dollar Media Club, which is a $1 a month subscription, the cheapest possible subscription that I could possibly think of. And it will allow you to view our documentaries, our movies, our bonus episodes for podcasts. We're going to start acquiring other documentaries and other movies, independent films. It's a completely independent network. And we're going to start showcasing other people's independent work, so that, I don't know, I just feel like there's not enough independent, small time networks out there where people can go watch things and not pay, $10 a month. So $1 a month will get you access to all of that. And it'll also get you access to our Discord. We have multiple shows, including Liberty Libations every Thursday night at 8 p.m. That's a live show. We've got The Cascade Effect, which is an investigative podcast. Banished Big Brother, that's an activism one based on government surveillance and big tech surveillance. Endure Lebanon is a documentary. Why did that pop up like that? There we go. Endure Lebanon is a documentary about refugees in Lebanon from Syria. We got The Troubles, which was it's a short film. It's a pitch for a feature-length film, basically about the Troubles in Ireland. We've got, I already said Liberty Libations, Free Georgia podcast. That's going to be specific for Georgia folks. It is about Georgia politics, news, business, that kind of thing. Endure Veterans, which is the follow-up to Endure Lebanon. Wrexham Texan, obviously. Divide and Dominate, which is my most recent documentary, political documentary based on, it covers how third parties are kind of screwed over in the American political system. We've got On the Drive Home, which will be coming back this year. My wife doesn't know that yet, but it's coming back this year. And it's where me and her go see a movie and give you the review on the drive home from the theater. And then my old one, the thing that launched this entire thing, is back to the PeacefulSea, where my brother and I traveled around the world and taught you how to do it for very little money on a very tight budget, and still have a freaking blast doing it. So, yeah, this thing launches tomorrow. if you're watching this the day this airs. But October 14th, the DMC will launch. The Dollar Media Club will launch. There will be multiple tiers where you can get more perks with higher up tiers. But for $1 a month, you get all the things that most people who don't have time to dive into all the little things, that's all you want anyway. So there you go. All right. Yeah, like I said, thank y'all for joining today. I've been complaining recently. I mean, not complaining. I just would like to see some of our other players play a little bit. And I guess these FA Trophy games, these cup games that we aren't overly thrilled about, as far as like expending energy and possible injuries during matches that don't matter in the league. You know, someone pointed out on the last episode that it is the point of these is to test out new players, is to test out other lineups, is to give people who are coming back from injury a little playing time so that they don't just get launched right back into the thick of it. So with that being said, let's just watch some highlights. And we're going to watch it on mute because that's the only way I got away with it last time. Hoping I can get away with it this time. Here we go. I watched the whole game. It was a fun game to watch, obviously. I think the first goal was Mr. Lewis Brunt, and I think it's coming up close. James Jones, what a great shot from him. We don't get to see him much anymore. We used to see him all the time, and now he's kind of a bench warmer, kind of in the reserve sometimes. Oh, this is it. Anthony Ford with the cross. Lewis Brunt with the easiest possible goal on a cross. I mean, all he had to do was turn his foot the right direction, and it already had the momentum to go in. It was phenomenal cross by Anthony Ford. And then Rathbone. That dude's an animal. I love Rathbone. He just looks like he is an extremely hard worker and will just pester the mess out of opponents. Look at this. Freaking with the lob over the goalie. I don't even know how you do that. That is such an incredible shot. I don't think people understand how incredible that shot actually is. There's not much room for you to lob that into, and Mullen just does it so perfectly. I got a little distracted in the second half, but that kick, sidewinder, bicycle, whatever you want to call it, unbelievable. Loved it. Mo Fall, which is a very interesting name, just friggin' beautiful shot. It was nice to see him and Lewis Brunt score since they're two of our newbies. And then Revon, I still don't know how to pronounce it. I've still heard it pronounced multiple different ways, even on Gamecast, even on this particular cast, this particular stream, I heard it pronounced two different ways. So I don't know. But he looked good. He's extremely fast. Just watch him run down the field. That was their like one good shot, and he just launched it over the back, and that was pretty much it. Like I will say I did enjoy watching a completely different team play. I liked Callum Burton back in goal. He did fine. No issues there. Two of our newbies got goals. All of our newbies played, I believe. What was our starting lineup actually? Do they not show anything real with this match? Oh, dadgummit. I thought they showed stats and stuff. They just don't care about the FA Trophy over at FOTMob. Yeah. Should I go over to Wrexham's page? Where's Wrexham? Let's go over to Wrexham's page and see what they have to offer. Got some results. Match center. All right, here's our lineup because I can't remember all of it. So yeah, Burton, newbie, Brunt, newbie, Reven, Rathbone, That's so frustrating. I don't know what y'all missed, but internet here, it's so dumb that happens. Let's see. On the bench, but Scar's played. Scar's played in the league play. So yeah, I mean, brand new lineup, completely new. No one in there that normally starts a game besides Mullen, who is still, he's still not 100%. So makes sense. But as far as stats go, it just felt like we dominated the game. They had 7 shots, only 2 were on target. We had 57% possession. We had 11 fouls. They had 7. No card, or that's weird. That one's lit up, but it says 0. I'm just going to say no cards were given. It wasn't like I didn't feel like it was a super passionate game. I just don't think people care about the FA Trophy all that much, other than to test out players that don't normally play. So I did get my wish. It was fun to watch. I think we have an enormously talented backup and reserve squad. For like the 2 years prior to this, I was getting extremely worried that we were only signing older folks, older players past their prime. Mind you, they're very good. Stephen Fletcher, very good. James McLean, very good, but they're past their prime. And it was worrying me that we didn't seem to be preparing for the future because we possibly couldn't afford it. But all of these new young players are phenomenal and give me a lot of hope. And even if we don't keep all of them, it gives us a bunch of buying power, trading power. Now I'm forgetting what transfer window is open. So overall, like I could not be more excited about what's happening with Wrexham football. I think we're very much on the right track. We're in second place in League One. 2 years ago, we were down in the National League. That's wild. And now we're in second place in League One. I think we're headed in the right direction. And like I said, I don't have much to say today. I've been traveling for the past 4 days. I've been in also filming a volleyball tournament over in Billings, Montana. And there's only one game this week. It was a game that doesn't really matter. There's not going to be a lot for me to say. I'm not. If you go watch Me, the Wife, and Wrexham, that they talk about the things that I don't have time to research or don't have time to know at the moment. And they're delightful podcast. Highly recommend if you need another Wrexham podcast that isn't an American doofus talking about football. Let's look ahead to our next match, which was supposed to be yesterday, which I was looking forward to, but it got postponed because of international call-ups. The next one is this coming Saturday, October 19th. Obviously, Wrexham will win. Let's see. Fatmob says, we're playing Rotherham. I'm assuming it's Rotherham and not Rotherham. Maybe it's Rotherham. Either way, they've scored 10 goals in the last 5 matches. Pretty solid. Haven't lost in 5 matches. Very solid. Joe Powell is ranked number 1 in big chances created in the competition. Okay. So might not be as easy as we would hope. We scored 9 goals in our last 5 matches and haven't scored in 2 away matches. We were ranked number 1 at home this season, but it doesn't matter. We're not playing at home. We're playing away. I don't know why it says this last thing when that has no bearing on the game whatsoever, but it did. And okay, let's go look at the table. They're down a ways, but yeah, they haven't lost in their last 4. They lost their 5th one to Birmingham, which Birmingham's amazing. So let's see. They beat Shrewsbury, who's down at the bottom. Or no, they drew with Shrewsbury. They beat Cambridge, who is also down at the bottom. They beat Reading, who is lower than them. And they tied with Peterborough, who's 12th, a little bit higher than them. I think it gives us a good shot. The issue is it's an away game. That's the biggest issue. It's an away game for Wrexham, and we're not as bad as we think we are away, but we're definitely not amazing during our away games. And Ryan over at Me the Wife talks about this and how just focus. I hate the internet here. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how to fix it. It's really freaking stupid. But yeah, I don't necessarily believe in focus on the home games and the away games will work themselves out. I think we need to figure out how to win, not maybe the same way because home field advantage is a thing, but definitely win with a higher percentage on the road than what we are right now because we are absolutely good enough. And a different pitch with a different crowd should not weaken a team who is so dominant at home. Should not weaken a team that much when they're so dominant at home or at neutral sites. It just shouldn't happen. So I think it's completely reasonable to want us to improve our away game play. Away game form. So I think with that being said, I think it's going to be 1-1. I think we finally get an away goal after 2 games of not scoring away, and 1-1 tie is what I'm going for. It'll be a draw. I don't know who's going to score the goal. I'm hoping Jack Marriott. I'm hoping he continues his streak. Love Jack Marriott or Ollie Palmer. That would very much make me happy. So I think yeah, that's pretty much it for today, y'all. I didn't have much planned. Just want to talk a little bit about that Wolves game and how they did what I wanted them to do, which was, play a team that wasn't normal. So, yeah, very much looking forward to the game on Saturday. My parents are going to be coming up here. My dad has never seen what I'm building in Montana, so I'm very excited to show him. And so hopefully they'll be watching the game with me on Saturday, and maybe I'll have my mom was a former pro basketball player, so she loves sports. Yeah, maybe I'll get her to come on the podcast on Sunday. I think that'd be pretty funny if she watches the game at least. She might not be up that early to watch the game because it's 8 a.m. here. We'll be up pretty late on Friday probably. So. Yeah, maybe there'll be a guest on the podcast on Sunday. We'll see. But that'll do it for this week, y'all. I really appreciate y'all watching. Go check out PeacefulSea Network. It's just www.peacefulsea.network. There's no .com. We're past the age where the .com is the ruler. There are tons of different endings for websites now, and so network is one of them. So we have peacefulsea.network. It is perfect for what we're trying to build. So go check it out. You can get a lot of good info. You can watch a lot of good entertainment and good resources for different things. So that'll be it for today, y'all. Thank y'all so much. We'll see you next time. Up the town.
Search my soul with all your heart. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. And if you knock my soul with all your strength, you're gonna find it. You're gonna find it.